I see you, lost inside your circumstance, and I see you looking for a chance to dance, and it seems to me the world's a better place because of you. You were made to shine just like the stars above, and I know you are made for love and to be loved, and it seems to me the world's a better place because of you. Oh, why do we see one another and compare our lives together, thinking that the greener grass is anywhere but here? Shine.
Hey, this is Al Robertson from Duck Dynasty and Duck Commander. I want to tell you about a great book called War on Fear from my good buddy, John Morgan. Of course, he looks like George W. Bush, who had the famous War on Terror, so I immediately knew, you know, there was a nice a bit of wordplay there. This book is fantastic. I think it speaks to sort of that natural fear that all of us have, whether it's public speaking or whether it's the first time you get asked to do something you've never done before, up to, you know, the fear of loss of life, of a sick person in your family, all the things that we face every single day. I recommend this highly. I promise you will be blessed when you read this book, and it's the sort of book that after you read it, you're going to want to pass that on to someone else, which to me are the best kind of books. So War on Fear, get yours as soon as you can.
I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you.
1 million views, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on out to you. White and blue.
Welcome to the John Morgan Show. Everybody, it is my privilege to be with you today. What a joy. What an honor. With humor, passion, and perspective. A little zaniness, a little craziness, a little love for Jesus. Good to see you. Good to see 14 likes and 15 loves already. What? I know why you're excited. I know why you're excited. Because we have done it together. That's right. We have crossed over the line. Close enough. Close enough. It's good to see you folks. Hey, I have a question. Can you hear me? Somebody give me some thumbs up if you can hear me, because I am having all kinds of audio difficulties today. And I don't know if you can hear me, because I could hear the video, I could hear the music, but I cannot hear myself coming back in my headphones, so I do not know. Can you hear me? Yes? No? Feedback. Oh! You can't tell me because I forgot to go to Facebook and turn on the public comments. Hang on. You know, just when you think you've begun to get this thing figured out, edit privacy.
We can hear you.
Oh, good. Thank you. My beautiful bride. She just let me know that you can hear me. Hi, Beth. Good to see you on the show. There you all are. Karen, Diane, my beautiful bride, Mark. Good to see you. Now, I don't know, honestly. Can you hear this? Because I don't know if the volume is going in from this microphone, as it should be, or from just the computer. I just don't know, because I'm having, I don't know. I don't know if Ecamm Live changed a few things and now it's just not working the same. I don't know if I did something stupid, which, you know, would make it a normal day. But neither am I. The microphone's working. Okay, you can hear this. Okay, good. Thank you, Mark. It's great to have an audio expert on the line. And Mark, I'm going to be going into the studio in a couple of days and recording the audio. Thank you for a new song that I've written, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's kind of a country tune, but, you know, it could have a hip-hop version as well. And I'm going to debut it for you folks once I have the recording done. And it's going to feature the guitars of my good friend Phil Kagi and some excellent background vocals. And I'm going to be the weakest link in the whole song, other than the fact that I wrote the song. So we'll see how that goes. But folks, we did it! We did it! 1 million views on my YouTube video. It's actually now at 1,183,000. So, I mean, yesterday we were almost 500 views short. It's like 400 and something. And now we've added 500 views in a single day and over the 1 million mark. And I've started to pursue, you know, how do I get in touch with YouTube and say, hey, when are you going to start sending me some checks? Because, you know, there's certain criteria that you have to meet, and when you do, then YouTube will actually start paying you, and that's kind of a cool thing. I was watching a video of a young man, I think he was like 21 years old, who's doing these Facebook videos, and from what I have been led to believe, he's monetizing those videos to the tune of about $600,000 a month. I know. He's like 21 years old. Like, who needs college? And that is the power of the internet, folks. And that is the power of this crazy world that we live in, and the demand for quality content. And I'm not doing this for monetary gain. However, it would be great if the show built up to the place to where, you know, I could get some sponsors and have some regular income as a result of it. That'd be fantastic. But it no matter. God is good, and He's provided for us the whole of the entirety of my life, 63 years, and Jehovah, I think it's Jireh. Jehovah Jireh. Yes, there's an old song from the 70s. Jehovah Jireh, my provider, His grace is sufficient for me, for me, for me. Y'all remember that? And probably not, because you're all younger than me, but we used to play that as one of the songs in the praise band that I belonged to back when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. Fun days. And really, today's show takes me back to the early days of my faith, because today I want to talk to you about mentorship, mentorhood, mentoring, being a mentor to somebody who is coming up in their faith and taking them under your wing and kind of showing them the ropes of Christianity. I took some notes over here, and in the Bible, the word one another is listed like 86 times. And the most frequently used rendition of it or version of it is love one another. That is all over the Bible. Love one another. Pray for one another. And we're actually called upon to be in one another's lives. You know, we've talked also on this show about imitation and how imitation is how we learn. That's why we watch YouTube videos, so we can learn from someone else, but also to have somebody come alongside you, throw an arm around you, sit down and have some coffee, and to share with you the ways of the faith is vital and so valuable, and something to which we're all called. Yeah, where's Meme? My wife. Our friend Heather's grandmother is nicknamed Meme. Meme. It's hard to say. But she shows up on the show quite often. And so anyway, back to this. I just listed a few of them. Right in the Gospel of John, chapter 13, verse 35, it says, "Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples." And think about the word disciple. Disciple. These are antiquated words that we don't use very much these days, but the people that followed Christ were considered to his disciples. And the word disciple, of course, comes from the word discipline, which is another not real popular word. But if you want to learn a skill, then you study the discipline of that skill. If you want to be a professional sports player, you've got to discipline yourself to learn the ropes, to learn how to throw the ball, how to hold the football, how to, get your elbow right in the right place and all that. Same with any discipline. Same with learning how to play the guitar, which I have the privilege of doing. Guitar, ukulele, a little bit of mandolin. And these are things I had to study. And I wish I had studied them with greater discipline when I was younger, because I had a natural aptitude toward them, but I was lazy. So I didn't really apply myself the way I should have. Had I done that, who knows how different things could be now, but it doesn't matter. The past is behind us. The present is a gift from God. That's why it's called the present. It's a gift. And in the present, we want to be in one another's lives as believers. It says, let us think of ways to motivate one another to acts of love and good works. Hebrews 10:24. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. Ephesians 4:32. Loving one another and working together with one mind and purpose. Philippians 2:2. And these are the things that we can do. Encourage one another. Hebrews 10:25. Remain faithful to one another in marriage. Hebrews 13:4. Serve one another. 1 Peter 4:10. And I remember when I was a younger man, I hated the idea of serving. I was very selfish, self-centered, and I didn't want to do it, but I've learned that to give your life away and to give your time away in service to someone else is one of the most joyous things you can ever do. And that is something that we as Christians are called to do. Lay down our lives to one another. Think of one another as important as yourself, or even more highly than you think of as yourself. And when we do that, it creates an atmosphere of mutual growth, mentorhooding. That's great. That's a good word. Mentorhooding. I think that's in a dictionary. Mentorship. And I had breakfast this morning with a friend of mine, R.J. Fisher, who's a member of Navigators, and for years he's been a scoutmaster in the Boy Scouts and for Trail Life USA, and he mentors young men in the things of God, in the ways of the cross, in the ways of Christianity. Dress yourselves in humility as you relate to one another, 1 Peter 5:5. So many episodes, there's like 80 of them in the Bible, of ways that we can treat each other in order to rub off on one another. You know, if you never learn something, guess what? You don't know it. And it takes someone who's been there to show someone who's going there the directions. So really, today's show is really simple. Other than I want to thank you so much for clicking on that video and watching it and getting me over 1 million views. That's a first for me. I'm so excited. And what it really tells me is I need to write and record more parody songs. Definitely need to be about doing that. And I'm going to do it. And I ask you guys to mentor me by holding me accountable. John, how are those parody songs coming? So just keep up with me on that. And really, today's show is very simple. I just want to ask you this question. Is there someone in your life that you're mentoring, that is learning from you? If not, then consider picking up a young person that needs what you have to offer. I have 4 sons. I have endeavored to mentor them their whole lives. I've done it poorly. I haven't done it well, but it's been in my heart to raise them up, not only in the things of this world, you know, in the math and sciences and things that really Kathy did all of that work, but in the things of the faith, and to teach them to have their own vital relationship with Christ, to be able to hear his voice, to be able to walk with him and talk with him and hang out with him, just be with him. It's the best thing in the world. Well, give thought to that, folks, to mentoring someone else. And thank you again for clicking on the video. I love you. I appreciate you. Welcome, Rich. Better late than never. And really, there's no such thing as late, because you watch it when you watch it, my brother Rich, and get from it what you will. And I'm glad to see you there. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I am going to have some awesome leftover spaghetti tonight, and I'm so excited I can barely wait. So God bless you. God bless America. And God bless George Bush. Bye, everybody. Well, I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you. Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on out to you. White and blue. I love you too, Janice. Adios, amigos.